The idea of the Heritage Center is actually going to be more high tech.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I'm largely in charge of the main planning of
Okay.
developing the entire complex.
Okay.
So and I'm a big geek and nerd. I spent 21 years being with the Air Force
Gotcha.
and more so with Space Force with
I gotcha.
Space
I
Command.
gotcha.
So some of the technology we have is imagine a floor wall to ceiling. The entire wall is a display.
Ooh.
And the idea of this is that you would download the app for the Heritage Center and that you could be there every single day of the week, every single day, and the wall would change as you approach it.
Oh,
So
wow.
say you went there one day and then you went there the next day, and in between that day you did an ancestry.com.
Right.
So now that would potentially track, oh, I'm 23% Asian in China, Mongolia,
Right.
Kazakhstan, well, whatever.
Right.
As you go visit again, now that's potential information that will change and morph to, hey, you're 20% Mongolian, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Did you know about this about Mongolia? It's like,
Yeah.
no. Did you know that the reason why everybody has that DNA is because of Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun, and
Right.
that piece of history where basically he spread and everybody
Right.
he had kids in every single culture.
Right.
Did you know that's why you're showing up 20%?
Right.
No, I didn't know that. So that's the idea
Wow.
of doing that. The other piece is you know, I don't know if you ever, when you were younger, played with the paper dolls where you can change the outfits and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm recreating that virtually.
Oh,
So
wow.
it will, you put in your dress size, you go into the dressing room, you put in your dress size, and then there'll be a light radar scan of your body, and then it will superimpose to you, and you can see what you would look like in a Japanese kimono, an Indian sari, a Chinese outfit,
Yeah.
for New Year. So you can actually see that, and then if you so like it, depending on the colors and whatnot, you can press a button and it'll order and ship to your place.
Oh, really?
Those are the kind of things that I'm bringing in. And then you talked about the gardens, right? And
Right,
they're
right,
heavy
right.
water
Right,
race,
right.
and of course we have a water issue here in Colorado.
sure.
But there is a technology that will allow you to pull water out of thin air. And that's the kind of things where we're working towards on the center, where it's zero electricity and zero water use, and you can actually produce more electricity in water. Part of the technology there's a technology, most people know renewable energy is solar panel, right, and wind and water and whatnot. Now we're looking at, as you step through the Heritage Center and to the walkways, you're actually generating electricity as you're stepping through.
Oh, wow.
So now, we'll need a lot of power to power every single wall is a display.
Wow.
Every single wall, every single
Are you
table.
doing solar or just this
It'll be a
kinetic?
combination of solar and kinetic.
Right.
And then we would be able to produce our own fresh water for all the gardens and everything else without taking any more from Colorado. Colorado's
of course.
dwindling resources.
No, and that's really kind of neat because I guess with that technology, it could have other adaptations too, for other types of businesses or people who are trying to do things. Like I would love to plant some trees in my yard. I have a home up in Black Forest that was, raised by the Black Forest fires, before we purchased it. But it's a water issue. My neighbors who have replanted trees, in general, have to truck water in, and I'm not against doing that, but there's just the aspect of it would be great to get out there and put more trees or put trees back out on the land there, but there's that water issue.
Yeah, well, I'll send you the technology. You can produce anywhere from a couple hundred to thousands of liters of water out
Wow.
of thin air.
That is
And
fascinating.
it's been around for close to a decade.
Is this one of your businesses that you've gotten into?
No, not that
Right.
kind of water.
No.
But yeah. No, it's actually so I was a science and technology analyst for the Space Force, and that's how come I know some of this stuff, because they're actually used in the space program
Right.
to actually produce water out of thin air.
Right.